Do some more stem action. Try a little thing here, okay. Let's do a leaf. Let's try something like this, but in green. You know, some wildflowers are like these big clumps. So when we're doing a clump, I mean, just imagine, if you imagine that the flower is shaped like this, doing the clumps, we want to just do like clumps on one side, like the light's coming in hitting there, so that way our clumps, then we go back and, you know, do a lighter green over here, and that way our clumps of flowers, you know, have more definition and hopefully more depth. And so that is why I just did the dots on the left side. Now we'll do dots on the right side, and you know, we're sort of forming what hopefully will look like a 3D clump of flowers. Okay, we're gonna try to get some more leaves. Um, so here we can see like between this leaf and that leaf, because we have different greens, then you know they don't look like the same distance away. So you know, once everything is rolling here, then you know hopefully we're going to see like a bunch of wildflowers that are not just all clumped together. I mean, all the same distance away. Another neat thing to do is curves made out of just dots. So let's try one of those since I was just talking about it. So right here is good. You know, that's gonna give us the you know, swaying in the breeze kind of look. Here I'm gonna try to do a bud, a flower that is not opened. Let's see how that works out. That looks like a bud. So anyway, it's easy to do a bud. The buds are like, uh, you know, they're like football shaped, and that's it. So super easy. There's another bud. Now let's get a little darker of a green, and we're gonna see if we can say hello where these connected to the bud. Right there, and go here, and try a little thing here with leaves. And let's see. Could have a stem over here. And now this is dry. Let's try to paint the flower in front of the 5. So let's say that flower is going to be white, and so here's a super faint gray, and let's just see about saying hi. I'm a white petal, so there we got a little faint gray. That's a pretty watery puddle lifting up some of the paint. I removed the you know, some of the water from the brush, and now we're just touching it and it's picking up the thing. Now I'm just, with this almost clean brush, we're just dragging around this gray just to smooth things out, have a smoother edge. And in the middle, we'll go slightly darker, and let's just see if we can go under the petal there, say, hi, I'm a petal. That was dumb, but maybe it'll disappear into our painting and not look so bad later. Gonna make this a bigger. Oh, that looks better. Okay, now it looks like a stylized thing. That's nice. Let's try right here a little bit, and why not like right here? So here, we got a combination of 3 yellows, so that's helping this flower look more 3D. Oh, I'm gonna just put a little dot right there. And then using that same color, now we have a different violet. It's just gonna come over here. Thanks to anyone who came to visit. Real-time watercolor painting. Easy wildflowers from imagination. These are the buds. And let's see if we can go here. And it's probably just a couple more leaves. Those are pretty light leaves, but whatever. And this, we gotta have something here. I want to come up with a new color that's not in there yet. And I'm gonna try the cobalt blue. And let's see if we can get a flower while we do this one, cobalt blue. We don't want a whole lot of big flowers, at least I don't think we do. And so this is going to be one of the big flowers. Let's hope we don't mess it up. It's just sort of in a literal way, we're just painting the petals here. I changed to ultramarine blue. We have cobalt blue and ultramarine blue on the same flowers, so this way hopefully we got a more of a 3D look. And it looks pretty bad like on its own, but hopefully when we're all finished it's all going to roll up into something that at a glance looks half decent. Now I'm mixing violet with the cobalt blue to get a different blue. Try another flower over here, I guess, to get some balance. So this one single flower in this color is going to look weird if that's the only one in the whole thing. So I'm going to try and do one over here so we could just get some balanced to the try that one. That'll be like facing up. Okay, that's good. And just one more, I guess right here. Starting to look good now, right? Okay, anyway. Hey, 4th thumbs up. Thanks so much. So appreciated. Thank you very much. Tempted to put a little blue down there, but I don't know about that. I don't know. Well, let's just try. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do a very fine line. I guess that's nice. Okay. And why not put a little bit right here, a couple. So now we got a good balance of blue, and we're going to go a little darker here in this one. So this is a darker. This way, each flower, if we got 2-3 colors in every flower, then I'm going to blot that up, get a highlight kind of thing happening. I'll just hit this right here. That's okay. And I was talking about these like dot things. That's really good. I usually do that last, but I'm kind of at a loss of what we're doing here. I don't know. Let's see. Let's do some more stems. How about that? Let me try a leaf here. We have a stem going there. Trying not to do a big build up in any single place. Trying to keep the whole thing developing at the same rate. This we gotta figure out a stem for this guy. I think I'm gonna try and come down here. We connect with that leaf that's already there. How about we just do some leaves up here? I'm gonna switch up the green. I'm gonna do a bunch of leaves right here. I mean, this like those bud things. Okay. And we have something here. I guess we want to have a new color. How about so? Let's just take this red. I don't think we have anything like pure red. Let's see about. I don't know if that's a good place for red. Let's see about down here. We add more red. I guess this color is called opera pink. It has a very distinctive color. Okay, looking good. And I think we'll just do a little opera pink right here. And I don't know what kind of flower. How about just a little thing. Okay, that's good. I don't want to get carried away with the opera pink here. I will add a little bit right here. Just it's gonna, echo the other things, but I don't want to have. We gotta start doing the same color all over the place. It's I think we got to. Hey, Tate Young, thanks very much for the greeting. Thanks a lot for stopping by. We're doing the big fat number. It's going to be the number 5. Easy watercolor painting, wildflowers. Here's a cool color. This had been. If anyone saw my last 5-hour real-time watercolor painting, that was really something. Okay, here I'm doing a little stylized line. Kind of like what's down here. We started with a blob and now we got like 2 letter C's. Hey, Over the Moon, thank you for saying hello. Hey, Tate Young, thank you for stopping by. Tate Young, #1 fan. Super appreciate your visit. Hey, anybody got a spare thumbs up? I'm looking for 9 thumbs up for a personal best. 8 has been the record so far. Got 8 yesterday, so exciting. Okay, anyway, we gotta hit some more leaves, and let's do. We're gonna put some leaves. How about okay, we want a stem on this one. What color we got here? That's a red. Okay, I'm mixing the red with the green, so we have a reddish green, and then. I'm going to come down here and go behind the 5. And then let's get a more bold green. I'm using the exact same paint, as I go. In this case, I have that stem. Now I'm just, this was the color here and there, and I'm just you know, leaning into green with the same color, and I can't say why. I mean, it's just no reason to start with fresh color, and you know, get more consistency, I guess, if we you know, keep generating a similar color, right? I guess this looks okay. And then I'm going to do another thing of the dots. Why don't we go up here and do the dots? This is getting dangerously close to the edge. But anyway, you see all these dots. I got them here, here, and here in a curve. That's just a nice, helpful, you know, trick of making wildflowers from imagination. 9 thumbs up. That's a new record for me. Thanks so much, everybody. Wow, fantastic. I so appreciate it. Okay. So here, why don't we try, let me just try to put a little dot right here. Okay, that looks good, right? It's a puddle, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna dry, and we just ignore that now. And so we got a violet there. Let's see what kind of violet that is. Okay, that's a good violet. And let's see about doing some violet flower. I think it'd be good to have a sideways. Let's see if we can just put a sideways flower. It's going to be another one of our big flowers. We're only going to have, well, so far we got this and this, so that's a big flower. Okay, now I'm going to take a different kind of violet and try to, here. Okay, so let's see what happens with that. I think that I'm going to remove the water from the brush and lift up some paint right there. This is a central flower, you know, right in the middle. We want to the eye to for sure hit the. For example, when people look at this, we want the eye to start in here and be going around like this. We don't want the eye to be like, if we had painted an arrow and we had the arrow there, the eye would naturally like see the arrow and then go down there. And so we don't want that. We want the eye to be like in here and say, oh, look at this fun painting, right? So I'm always conscious of the, you know, where I have graphic shapes that are triangles or arrow shaped, and you know, for example, the 5 here, I think that the way the 5 is placed, I mean, my eye would naturally go like that and start going, you know, up in here. Just a little thing that I think about as we paint is how are we going to attract the viewer's eye and keep it within the center part of the painting. Anyway, got some more green here. I'm going to see about little mini leaves somewhere. Let's see, put a couple right here. Have variety here. Having, you know, a couple different greens, you know, already that looks, you know, better than say this leaf, because having like 3 tones in there now, it just has more depth. So that is why we are putting more color. I'll put a little bit right there. This is kind of a reddish thing that looks really nice. This is supposed to be a bud. This is a bud too. I'm going to try to get a darker. Let's see about going right here. Well, it's not that dark, is it? So let's see. Go here. what just happened here, we'd probably like to avoid it if possible, which is this big mishmash of, you know, overlap. Okay, I'm going to try to do more stems and leaves here. I think we're going okay. Let's try another bud right here. And a hook. Another thing to think about is how these stems are, like this stem here, I mean, it kind of connects there. That's not necessarily a good thing. Having curves is a good thing. As you can see, I got all these curves. But, you know, if we're not careful, we could get like a figure eight in there. We don't really want a figure eight. Anyway, wow, 9 thumbs up. So fantastic. Thanks so much, everybody. Okay, I want to hit more leaves here. I'm going to try, let's just try and hit some leaves right there. Maybe hit some leaves here. Looks okay. I think we want something happening behind the 5. I'm going to just do a couple leaves and help me remember that we want to do something over here. I guess this could handle a stem. Well, actually, why don't we just do a leaf right there? Rambly the raccoon, thank you so much for stopping by. I already broke my previous record of thumbs up. If anyone has an extra thumbs up, we can go galactic here with more than 9 thumbs up. 9 being my personal best. Painting wildflowers from imagination today, real-time watercolor painting. I have to go get another paper towel. I'm going to take a quick break. That was, wow, 37 minutes. Get out of here. Oh, we were going to maybe paint that pear later, but anyway, we're still on the real-time watercolor painting with a new number 5. So let's just, we'll have a quick review of so far, wildflowers from imagination. And hello to you, Rambly the Raccoon. Appreciate your visit. BRB.